Hi, I'm Dylan Fruh, or D.E. Fruh, and I'm going to be attempting something strange over the course of the next month. It is currently November 30th. Tomorrow is December 1st of 2022. I saw a Dan Olson from Folding Ideas video a couple months back that he did about this kind of scam run on the internet, make money quick, be an entrepreneur, where people would hire a ghostwriter to write a book in less than a month, publish it in an audiobook. It was a whole thing. You should go watch the video if you haven't seen it. Daniel makes really great stuff over at Folding Ideas. But it inspired me to try something similar. I have been putting off writing a novel for a long time, especially now because I am so busy. But I realize if I don't do it, if I don't push myself to do it, I'm never going to do it. So I thought I might attempt something like this, try and write a novel in a month, specifically the month of December. This is a pretty ambitious idea, to say the least. And basically how it breaks down is it is going to be about 2,000 words a day for all of December, adding up to a little over 60,000 words is what I'm guessing the length is going to be. So that's the goal I'm trying to set, is 2,000 words a day, which is equivalent to about 8 manuscript pages or so, depending, which is a lot of writing. For the past month or so, I've let this idea build. I've done a lot of planning, a lot of things with the symbols I want to use, themes I want to tell, motifs I want laden throughout this story, how these characters are going to develop, what this book is about. And then I've been working on, a brief outline. Here's what's going to happen. It's going to go from this to this. This will cause this. This will cause this. The characters will do this. So on and so forth. The whole story, as it were, written out in rather broad terms with a couple of just like kernel, very specific ideas. The book is called Refinement, and it is set in a post-industrial kind of apocalyptic world where we've destroyed most of the earth and all the known world lives in this small city. And there's the high class and there's the low class. And one of these low class people is going to stumble upon, with the help of a mysterious figure, oil out in the waste. And this oil is going to reinvigorate the economy, and it's going to make him into a well-respected, high-class guy. And then there's a second part of the novel that follows a different character. I don't want to spoil too much. That's the basic outline. Rise and fall of this guy who starts out as a worker and stumbles into being on top, almost. So I'm going to aim for 2,000 words a day. It starts tomorrow, which is December 1st. And I'm going to keep a video log of everything that happens, of how it's going, if I'm running behind, ahead of schedule, try and keep myself accountable. And hopefully by the end of December, I'll have something to show for it. Maybe not the whole thing, but hopefully most of it. And then I'll be able to finish off. My plan is then in January to spend the month editing, really minutely editing things. And then in February, spend the month hunting for publishers, trying to get it published. So I don't know how well this will work. I'm a little spooked for it, but I think it will be a good formalistic exercise, if not anything else. Something else to keep in mind while I'm doing this, I have given myself way too much, because right now I'm moving from one side of town to another. So that's one thing. I'm also working full-time as an English teacher, which takes up most of my time. Luckily, I won't have to do that for half the month of December, but then I'll be traveling for that half of the month across states. Not only that, I am right now in the process of filming a feature documentary titled The Life of Cam. I'm in the process of writing other short stories. I'm in the process of editing a lot of videos. When I travel back over the break, I'm going to be in the process of producing and directing and editing a short film. It's going to be a busy month, and I'm just really hoping I'll be able to put aside the time to do the 2,000 words a day and to work really hard and to hopefully have something to show by the end of it. This video will be to keep me accountable. So follow along with me and hope I make it. It is near the end of the day on December 1st of 2022. I have managed to write 2,025 words today. So I think I'm on a good start. I've basically written all of chapter 1. An edit, I might go back and add some more things. But for right now, chapter 1 is done, and it's that 2,025 words. Tomorrow, I will move on to chapter 2. I expect that to be a longer chapter. I'll probably get maybe halfway through with the 2,000 words. I went 25 over, so I have a little wiggle room tomorrow. I would like to keep this energy going, off to a really good start. Able to do it on the first day, and see if I can keep that up. You can keep playing, it's fun.
Hi.
It is the 2nd of December. I have made it up to 4,012 out of the proposed 60K words. We're about maybe halfway or a fourth through chapter 2, so it looks like chapter 2 is going to pan out to be a lot longer. Really good start still. Not feeling a lot of writer's block or anything. I think we'll be okay for the start of the month here. It is Wednesday, the 7th of December. I've finished getting moved in, and I've been able to stay up with the word count here. 2 days ago, I surpassed 10,000 words, which was really amazing. Today, I've gotten a little over 14,000 words, which adds up to the 2,000 a day. We are on track. I have left my laptop at school, so I will have to go pick that up tomorrow to continue writing. I graduate from college in a week, and I'm done teaching for the semester in a week, so that'll be a big burden that will hopefully help the writing process going forward. I will keep you updated on that from there. Hopefully I'll have more time to start relearning German like I have been meaning to do, but also there's been way too much going on this month anyways. Today is December the 14th, Wednesday. Very exciting day. Tomorrow we are scheduled to hit the 30K benchmark, which more or less is going to put us halfway to completing Refinement. Now I am a little behind. Yesterday, the 13th, I had a very bad day mentally. I stayed home from work and I did some things I probably shouldn't have, and people are a little mad at me for. But I'm okay today. I didn't write the 2K for yesterday, so I've been trying to make it up today, 4K words for today, to get us up to 28,000, and I'm almost there. I'm at 27,641. Now this is, unfortunately, unless I turn down the brightness here, this is the Refinement script. As you can see, we are 101 pages, super big deal. And it's going pretty well. I haven't run into a huge amount of issues or writer's block. It has really helped having this set thing that I have to do every day to make sure it's done. I have a lot of what's going to happen laid out for future reference in my notes and things. I have these things here, characters, plot, themes, symbols that I'm following along, and I think it's going, hopefully, pretty well. I think it is. Super excited to hit 30K tomorrow. My bottom benchmark is supposed to be 65,000 words is what I think the shortest this book is going to turn out to be, which means we don't hit the halfway mark till Friday, 2 days from now. So that will be a big celebratory day. Until then, I don't have much else to report. I'm going to try and finish up the words, the 4K that I'm making up today. Hopefully it'll put us back on schedule. If it doesn't, then hopefully we will be able to hit that 30K tomorrow and make up the other words. I'm also working on a couple of other things. I want to do a video on the BFI Sight and Sound poll. I'm watching through a couple of those films and some other things. We're about 5 days away from me flying back to Colorado for break, where I'll be working on a short film and stuff as well. So it might get a little busy, a little hectic. That's why I really want to stay on top of it right now. But we'll try and check in either tomorrow, Friday at that halfway mark. Greetings. It is early in the morning on December 19th. I didn't quite get my words in yesterday. I was already falling behind a couple days ago. I'd hit 30,000 3 days ago, and then I was falling behind. It's about 500 behind. Yesterday I wrote about 1,200. Got caught up on that 500, but I'm still behind now. About 1,100 words, more or less. So I'm sitting here at 34,710. You can see that there. And my goal for today is to hit 36,000. Let's count this out. This is the 19th. So that means 38,000. So I have a little over 3,000 to write, about 3,300. So not terrible, about an extra 1,000 to get caught up. I have all morning to do this, and then I catch my flight back to Colorado. I'm going to leave here about 4:30. I still have to get packed and do a couple of other things, but I hope I can take as much as the morning is needed to get up to that 38,000. And yeah, then we'll be back on track. That means the day I fully come back to Colorado, the 20th, which will be tomorrow, I should be hitting 40,000 words, which is going to be just mind-blowing, to be completely honest. And that also means I will only have 11 days left to hit that 60,000 mark, which, where I'm at, as I mentioned, today I should be at 38,000 words, tomorrow at 40,000 words. I am still not to the end of the first part of the book. It's split into 2 parts. And I have 2 more chapters in the first part before I make it to the second part. And I'm not entirely sure how it's going to pan out now, but I think they will have equivalent lengths to at least some extent, at least equivalent number of chapters. I'm not sure how the actual word count or length is going to pan out. But if that is the case, that means the book will end up looking more like 80,000 words or 75, somewhere in that range. Which means I will end up going about a week, 2 weeks, almost half a month into January to finish this at that 2,000 words a day rate. So we'll come to that bridge when we cross it, but I'm thinking there might be a bigger length in the book. I haven't got a chance to record one of these in a while. Been super busy, as I mentioned, flying around a bunch. I'm back here in Colorado, and I'll be here for the next week or so. It is 12:32 on Christmas Day. I guess technically it's the 26th now, no longer the 25th. But we're still counting this as Christmas Day. And I have just reached... Turn my brightness down there. We've just reached, if you can see, 50,000 words. In manuscript pages, we're at 177 right now, which is considerable. I am super happy with this. I'm not even done with the first part, and I'm sitting at 50,000 words. So my approximation for how long the book was going to be is about 65,000 was my guess. The fact that the first part is going to be ending here at probably 52, 54, 55,000 words. My new estimate is about 78,000 to 100,000. I'm not sure where it's going to land there. I'm thinking we're more going to be looking at like 82,000 will probably be the final word count, give or take. Now, I have not planned out the second part yet, so that's something I really need to do in the next couple of days, because either tomorrow or the next day, I am going to end part 1 entirely and move into part 2. Also, not tomorrow, but that Tuesday, which is the 27th, and the next day, the 28th, I am shooting our newest short film all day long. We've been doing a lot of prep for that, so my days have been super filled with doing prep for that, writing this, juggling a bunch of other things as well. And so it's going to be super busy, very hard to keep up. I'm trying really hard to stay on top of that 2,000 words. There's been a couple days where I haven't done it, or I've really fallen behind, and I've had to write 4,000 the next day or so. But we are on track at 50,000 on Christmas Day here. Tomorrow we'll be at 52, and we'll see how it goes from there. I gotta go quick here because I'm pretty busy. It is January 3rd. I haven't made one of these in a while. I missed New Year's, all of that. I have been so incredibly busy. I'm back in Arizona now. I've been back for 3 days now. It was the first day of school back as well, and right now I am behind about 4,000 words. I'm supposed to... No, sorry, my mistake. I'm behind a little over 2,000 words. I'm supposed to be sitting at 68,000 today because we've gone over. I expected it to be 65. It's going to be more. I'm not quite sure how much more. I'm thinking likely we'll be sitting at about 85,000. So I'm supposed to be at 68,000 today. I'm about 65,700 more or less right now. I'm hoping I'll be able to catch that up. And then tomorrow we'll hit 70,000, which is mind-blowing. Hopefully, at least. We finished part 1. We're moving into part 2. We're on chapter 3, I believe, of part 2 right now. And it's all kind of starting to come together. I haven't planned out beyond chapter 4 of part 2, so we're going to catch up to that soon, and I'll have to do a little more planning. I'm trying to keep this really quick because I have a lot more things to do, and hopefully write that as well. So that's where we're at right now. Try and catch you up in 1-2 days, maybe tomorrow when we hit that 70,000. Exciting. Oh, okay. I'm in a bit of a hurry here because I want to get to sleep. It is the 5th of January. I have just hit 70,000 words. I was supposed to hit 72. I'm still 2,000 behind. I'm hoping I can just make that up gradually over the next day or so. Maybe to the next week. My guess is that it's going to be done the 11th, which is really close, vastly approaching. About a week away, I think, is when it will be done. I'm not entirely sure. We're getting into the second part. We're on chapter 5 of the second part. It's about halfway through the second part. Howdy there. It is 12:30 on technically January 8th, but January 7th. I've caught up. I'm at 76,000 words. We're already 10 over what I expected the book to be, and we'll probably have another 10 or so to go. I've finished planning out the rest of the book all the way to the very end. We're on chapter 6 of part 2, which means when we're done with this, we'll have 7, 8, 9, 10. 4 more chapters to finish. I've got about a little over half of chapter 6 left. So tomorrow we'll finish off chapter 6, most likely. And then we will hit some of chapter 7. I have a lot of time tomorrow, so I'm hoping I can do 2,000 extra words and get us to 80,000 tomorrow, which would be fantastic. I don't know if that'll put us ahead or not. My goal is to finish Wednesday or Thursday. This will be the second week of teaching school, and then next weekend I'm going to Disneyland. So I won't be able to write then. So I want to be done Wednesday, Thursday next week, which gives me Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 5 days to write what is probably going to end up being about 10,000, 12,000 words, which boils down to the 2,000 words I've been doing a day. Again, if I can get that 4,000 tomorrow, that should be incredibly doable. So that's my plan. We'll see how that works out. Again, I'm trying to do this one fast. I'm just really busy as of late. It is Monday, January 9th, finally at a reasonable time of 9 p.m. I have written about 1,500 extra words today. We are sitting at 286 pages, 81,000, almost 500 words. That's where I'm going to stop for the day. That's an extra 1,500, more or less. I'm hoping to do an extra 15 or at least 1,000 tomorrow as well. I just really want it to get done on Thursday. It's Monday, so we have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. 3 days, which at a normal pace would bring us to 6,000 words. I don't think the 6,000 will finish. I think we have about 10,000 to finish it still, or at least 8. So I'm trying to get more in before then so I can finish it up. We are on the tail end here of chapter 8 in the second part, and then we'll have chapter 9 and 10 left to complete, which probably will end up being about each 4,000 words, give or take. 9 will probably be longer at 5,000, and 10 will probably be a little shorter at 3,000 or 4,000. That's what we're sitting at. Story's coming to an end, exciting things. I'm really interested to go back and edit and see if I even like the story, and just how much work will need to be done. It is January 12th. My goal day for finishing this project is either today or tomorrow. I didn't really make it concrete. We're on the last chapter. Yesterday I wrote about 8,000 words to get through chapter 8, chapter 9, and end at chapter 10 here of the second part. We are on chapter 10 now. We're about a fourth of the way through. My guess is we have about 3,000 to 5,000 words left. That's what I'm going to try and write today. If I don't finish it today, I'll finish it tomorrow. This is it. And then I'll put it down for a little bit, and then we'll get to editing. And I don't know, I'll check back in once I finish it, share some thoughts, hopefully today. We've done it. It's the end of the day on the 12th. We hit about a little over 88,000 words, and we're done with the first draft. Book is more or less officially done in terms of its original first style. I wrote the last line today, about 5 hours ago, and I've just been relaxing after that. I'm going to take a little break over this weekend, 4 or 5 days, and then when I get back on Monday, I'm going to pick up the editing process, and that'll be kind of a separate video of how I'm going to go through and go about doing that. But the writing of the book is done. We took 12 days longer than I expected, but we also ended up being almost 30,000 more words than I expected. which would add to about 15 more days. So the 12 is pretty good. So a little over a month to write the first draft. But not bad. I'll see you in the next video.